Good morning. This is John Harder, aka Wealth Wiz. I'm coming to you from beautiful Nayarit, Mexico. What a wonderful day it is again out there, and it's just great. It's a great time to be alive. You know, everything that's going on in the world, the purging that is going on in the human race right now, as it were, from the what would have become the ultimate enslavement, um turning into wonderful freedom for humanity. And that is awesome, awesome, awesome to see going on. We were born to be free. We were meant to be we were meant to be free and to be wealthy, to be healthy, and to have all our needs taken care of, and using our intelligence to thrive and build in love and prosperity in life. And I believe that is where we're going, although there is very much correct information that we'll have to put out and things like that. Okay, well, that's all great, but for now, for today, I want to share with you one business that brings with it two phenomenal opportunities. All right. Now, let me just dive right in, because this is let's just actually look at gear up a little bit, right? Well, the financial institutions, they have been working hard for the past couple of 100 years to make life more difficult for people, to extract all the wealth from all the people to themselves, and which was the reason why Bitcoin was eventually created. And as we learn more about Bitcoin, if you don't know what Bitcoin is, if you don't know how cryptocurrencies work, if you're that new to it, which many, many people are, then just go to YouTube and type in what is Bitcoin and watch that video. Okay, so that will give you some start as to what Bitcoin is. And now, the phenomenon of the cryptocurrency is massive. This has been growing over the past few years like wildfire without most people noticing it. Okay, and as we'll notice a little bit later, that the banking institutions are bigly, they're involved in this crypto very big already. Okay, now maybe depending on where you're living, I know in Canada the banks, some of the banks are finally getting their toes wet as okay. Let me back up a wee bit. Okay, as far as the way they're making it look to the people, they're starting to get their toes wet a bit, but they've been in big already for a long time. It's just that they've been trying to keep it away from humanity, because their milk cow are the humanity. Okay, and so now it's coming to the point where it can no longer be hidden. And so now they're making it look like, well, we are, we're finally dipping our toes in, and, to see if the water is okay. Well, the cryptocurrency market is huge, okay? And this time, as if you remember how it went up to 20,000 last year, well, this cycle expected to go up to, oh, probably 50,000 or maybe more. And so if you were expecting for it to go up to $50,000, what would that mean to you? Let's say you had $100 to invest, or to put in. I don't want to use invest, because this isn't investment advice. Okay, but let's say you did have $100 that you were willing to try out in the crypto market, and you were saying, okay, you know what, I'm going to see what I can do. Well, if Bitcoin would go from, what is it now, about 4,000 to 50,000, what do you think that would do for that 100, for you, with that $100 that you may be thinking about using? Well, let us have a look about what these two phenomenons are that I'm about to share with you. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen here and let's dive in. So, question is, do you want profit? And since that's what we're talking about, I'm going to assume that that is what you're looking for. Okay, so Python signals: 1, business; 2, opportunities. Opportunity number 1, crypto cycles and trends trading. Why crypto cycles and trends trading? Because it's the oldest and most reliable way to make money from the crypto market. Can be done by anyone at any time, start with any amount of money. And this is where the old stock exchange, which they've been able to prop up one more time the way it looks, which have been depleting for for several years now, and but they're finding it very hard to let that old cow die, because it's been giving so much milk for so long, and they just can't quite see it yet. But time will reveal all that, and it will all come to pass. But now in the crypto market, not how should I say, unlike in the stock exchange, in the crypto market, you can start with any amount of money. You can start, with very, very little, and start experimenting and finding out how it works. Now, what I'm about to show you here is a little bit of on a different scale, because you see what can happen here, or what does happen to the people who follow this system. The profits are absolutely astounding. Okay, and as we will notice in just a little bit here, so the objective is, in the crypto space, is to buy low and sell high. I mean, if you are a trader, if you just have some coin that you wanna, that you use for payment or whatever it is, if you don't do any trading, then this wouldn't really apply. But when you realize the profits that are in trading, maybe you'll want to check it out. Right? Maybe you'll want to start doing that, because the objective is to buy low and sell high. It's the same as putting up a store. That's the objective. You buy it lower from the suppliers, and you sell it at a higher price in retail. That's really all it is, which, by the way, is most of that, or much of that, is going to be disappearing in the coming years. Now, here we have a graph that shows us what in 2017 of what the effect of buying in January and just simply holding on to that coin, to these coins till December, and then sell them. In January, you could have bought a Bitcoin. In January of 2017, you could have bought a Bitcoin, $100 worth, and hanging on to it till December, you could have sold it for $1,400. Ethereum 100, you could have sold for $8,700. Litecoin $100 worth, you could have sold at $5,000. Monero $100 worth, you could have sold at $2,400. And buying $100 worth of Dash, you could have sold for $8,890. Now, these are some pretty phenomenal profits, wouldn't you agree? Now, that is not considering all of the up and downward trends that you could have cashed in on throughout the year. This is only buying in January, selling in December. All right, so now the $1 million question is, when should I buy or when should I sell? And that is, you know, this question, when should I buy or when should I sell? That to me, see, when I came into the space in January of 2017, I made some phenomenal profits right off the bat, right? And within the first 3 months. And then the price dropped and I had no idea what to do. You know, I was holding my fingers crossed, and nonetheless, I went down. And that's the thing. When you don't know when to buy or when to sell, and then you try to sell once it's on its way down, well, you kind of have to have buyers. But when everybody is trying to sell, there is no buyers, you see. So now that is where Marius Landman comes in. You see, he's been working for 30 plus years for major corporations in with an algorithm that he has developed, putting in data from the past, from circumstances and events and so on, which would be able to project a future event, and you could make changes to get a predictable outcome. Well, in 2015, he plugged that system into the cryptocurrency market, and it has made phenomenal results, giving him a projection of what the price, the future prices will be. Imagine having the power. Imagine knowing when the price is going to go up, so you can buy at the lowest, and then it's going to go up. And then imagine knowing when the price is going to go down, so you can pull out your profits before the price goes down. That's what we're talking about here. That's the kind of power, the leverage that we're talking about. Okay, so and back in 2017, when Bitcoin went up to $20,000, the Wall Street was using the news media to tell people to buy Bitcoin, it's going to the moon. Where Marius Landman, he told his subscribers, look, pull out your profits at 19.5 because the price is going back down. That's what his data was telling him. And many of his subscribers pulled out their profits and retained their profits, while the rest of us, we went like a barrel over Niagara Falls with the price, you know, with the cryptocurrency prices, okay? And so that's the kind of power this this data has. These okay, so what we have here is on the right hand side on this screen. This is a screenshot of course of 2017, what went on at that time. But that's also in a nutshell the data that we receive about future projections of the price in Python signals. Okay, so now let's have a closer look at, you know, what does it take to get your hands on this data? Well, you have to be a subscriber of Python signals. It's that simple, right? So now the packages that are available are silver, there's gold, there's platinum, and galaxy. Those are the 4 different packages that are available. And all packages give you the exact same access, exact same data. And so what happens with those packages is that, one, you get the data of what the similar to the green screenshot we just saw. It gives you the data, and 2, it gives you you get email notifications. You know, every time there's an update available in your Python signals back office, you also get an email telling you that you have that there's a new update, so you can go in and download it and read it, study it, and so that you know which coins, you know, what the prices are and what's going to happen, and which coins you should buy, and so on. Now, for a very limited time, however, there is also what's called a Galaxy Lifetime package available, which only, because we are still in pre-launch, there's only going to be 1,000 packages sold of this of the Lifetime. Okay. Now the Galaxy packages, they pay 18 levels deep in the matrix. The Platinum pays 12 levels, the Gold pays 9 levels, and the Silver pays 6 levels. And we'll take a closer look at that a little bit later. Now, the Silver gives you 30 days access, the Gold gives you 90 days access, the Platinum gives you 180 days access, and the Galaxy gives you, the Galaxy 500 gives you 1 year access. Although it is pre-launch special, it gives you 18 months, but normally it would be 12. Now, there is a direct referral commission that also, that these all 4 packages, they pay a 10% direct referral commission that's over and above that in the matrix payout, okay? And the Galaxy Lifetime package, however, pays a 15% direct referral commissions, or the referral bonus, or whatever you want to call that. All right, so the Silver is $50, the Gold is $150, the Platinum $250, and then the Galaxy, as I already said, it's a Galaxy 500 is yearly. Okay. Now, let us have a closer look at what exactly you get when you subscribe. You get Marius's timely trading reports, the top 40 reports for the top 40 cryptos. You get private Zoom meeting with Marius and team, email notifications, and private Telegram group, as well as a 5.1 million annual income roadmap. Now, the private Telegram group and the Zoom meetings with Marius and team are only available to the Galaxy 1000 members. All right, so opportunity number 2, the 5.1 US dollars, 5.1 million annual income roadmap. Okay, so here are the guidelines for the pay plan. All right, and as you can see, we don't have a 5-page document, the PDF, the fine print that you have to study for a week in order to understand what the qualifications are in order to get paid. All right, the requirements, qualification requirements in order to get paid. It's very, very simple. You have to be a subscriber in order to be in the matrix. And if you're in the matrix, you get paid. That's it. You just have to be a subscriber. Now, it's a 2x18 matrix. 2x18 forced matrix. That simply means that you have, that when you are referred by someone, you then get a spot in the matrix. So you'll be in the matrix of somebody's matrix. You're actually in many people's matrices right away, because you're on the 2nd level in one person's matrix, on the 3rd level of another, on the 1st level of another person's matrix, and so the real estate is shared by many. However, you get a spot in the matrix, and you also 2 spots appear underneath you. Those 2 spots, they can be filled by you referring people, or people from above you will fill them if you don't. And when they are filled, you get paid. It's that simple. It becomes yearly residual income or monthly or whatever package they choose. Okay, so it becomes residual income. If you fill them yourself, then you get the matrix pay on that, on their subscriptions, plus you get the direct referral bonus on top of that, okay? Now, we will take a closer look at the matrix in just a bit, but that is how that works. You don't have to refer anybody in order to get paid, because as your matrix begins building from the people above you, well, you get paid by all those people from all their subscriptions. Excuse me. And when those people that are in your matrix pick up the pace and refer people, that can actually entirely fill your matrix without you referring anyone. Now, we have people that get paid daily from, that haven't referred anybody, because this is how the matrix works. Now, all commissions are paid daily. You get in with Bitcoin and you get paid in Bitcoin. Now, during the week, any day that your commissions reach more than $50, you can withdraw your earnings and you'll be paid in Bitcoin. Okay? All right, so here we have a look at the matrix. As you recall, there was a silver package that paid 6 levels. There is a gold package that pays 9 levels. There is a platinum package that pays 12 levels. And then finally, the Galaxy package pays 18 levels. Now, Whether you're a Galaxy 500 or a Galaxy 1000 actually makes no difference in the matrix. However, it does make a difference if you refer a lot of people or even just one person. It gives you 15% as opposed to 10% direct referral bonus. The Galaxy 1000 membership or package, whatever, subscription, pays out 15% direct referral commissions, whereas all the other packages are 10% direct referral commissions. Now, those commissions is over and above what the matrix payout is, okay? So if you're looking at this matrix and you're a Galaxy member and you say, well, I make this through the matrix, I get paid $5,102,410. That's awesome. But if you had referred, you know, if you had referred a whole bunch of people yourself within your matrix, well, that's an extra 15% on all of those. Okay. Now, what happens? What happens if, let's say you have a silver member way down on level 17 or 18? On how many levels do you get paid from that person? On all 18. You get paid on all 18 levels. Now, if you're a silver member, and there are people that have been been filled in through your matrix, that has been building the matrix down to the 10th or 12th or whatever level. Well, if you're a silver, those commissions they're then passed up to qualifying members above you, okay? Because you don't qualify having only the silver package. You then must upgrade to a higher level in order to earn the commissions from those packages, okay? From the packages that are from the people that are in matrices that are down lower than what your matrix reaches. I hope that makes sense. All right, so on the left column simply is how many levels. The second one is the percentages. As you can see, it's 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, and it keeps repeating like that until you get down to level 16, turning to 2%. 17 is 2%. 18 finally is 1.5%. The next level is how many packages, how many people are in the matrix, okay? And as you can see, it's 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, and we can go all the way down to 18 levels, which brings you to 262,144 people or packages sold, okay? Making you $1,966,080 on that level, on the 18th level. A total matrix payout, yearly residual income of $5,102,410 in just the matrix payout. Plus however many people you have referred personally would be over and above that, either at 10% or 15%, depending on what package you have. All right, I hope that makes it clear. And if I notice that I have that there are people here, I will open it up for questions, so you can ask questions if you have questions, which I'd be very happy to answer for you. All right, so this here page is going to disappear as soon as I find out that we have sold all of the Galaxy 1000 packages, because we're selling only 1,000 of them. All right, so Imagine paying $1,000 one time and year after year after year earning a residual income of $5,102,000 and not having to worry about keeping a subscription up. All right, so I'm not here to convince you. I have showed you the power of knowing ahead of time what the amount of money, or not the amount, but the power that there is in having the knowledge of what the prices are going to do, so that you know with confidence, you know ahead of time when the price is going to be low so that you can buy in, and when it's going to be high so you can pull out your profits before it goes down. Over and over and over again, cycle after cycle. Okay? Now, again, I'm not here to convince you. If you see that, that is, you know, what the value of that is, what the potential is, and if you see what the pay plan here is, and you know what, there's one more thing that I can tell you now. I'll say it, but it's not to try to convince you any further. We do have some major investors, not investors, I mean major marketers coming on board here starting in January of 2019, which is going to fill the matrices very fast. Now, it's up to you whether you want to sit on the sidelines and watch it happen, or whether you make a decision to come on board, buy a package, and then end up getting commissions, you know, having your matrix filled quickly and getting all those commissions. It's up to you. It really is, because it, to me, makes no difference. I have, you know, I have my package, and I'm not worried about anything. Okay, it's up to you. Now, if you see this and you're saying, well, you know, it's not for me. Hey, like I said, I'm not here to convince you. I want to wish you all the best in whatever it is you're going to be doing and are doing. And I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. However, if you see this as probably the biggest potential, well, as it is, the biggest potential that that has ever been, really. I mean, that of knowing what the crypto prices are going to do, where crypto is going, you know, just at the beginning of becoming main adoption worldwide, that's massive. That's absolutely massive. All right. Now, if you see that value and you say, okay, yeah, I'm in, this is for me, I see it, I see the value, you know what, I want to welcome you on board. And below this video, there's the links so you can get started right away. Do subscribe to my newsletter at coinseagle.biz, and so I'll be sending you the information to get you plugged into our Facebook group, our Telegram group, as well as links to where we do hangouts, where we do online training if there's any technical training that you need. And also, when you get started, create your free account, your Python Signals account, the links are there. Then contact me if you need any help with anything to get started right away. All right? All right, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day.